Get ready for the action because Antoine Griezmann is dropping truth bombs. He's finally speaking out about his past, admitting he made a mistake leaving Atletico Madrid for Lionel Messi's Barcelona. We dive deep into the emotional farewell speech he gave and what it all means for his legendary career. Next up, break, and finally, we look at the immediate future. We cover the intense match between Girona FC and Atletico de Madrid, where Antoine Griezmann delivered the decisive goal, and where the pressure is mounting for the final showdown at Montilivi next Saturday. Don't miss this, and subscribe now for all the latest news. Antoine Griezmann delivered a deeply emotional farewell to Atletico Madrid on Sunday, admitting that his move to Lionel Messi's Barcelona was a mistake. During his final home appearance at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano against Girona, Griezmann addressed the packed stadium in tears, expressing profound gratitude to the supporters. He stated, "I didn't realize the affection I had here. I was very young and, well, I made a mistake. I reevaluated things, and we did everything we could to come back and enjoy being here again." The move to Barcelona in 2019 for €120 million, despite being regarded as a world-class player with an extension already secured, did not yield the anticipated success. His 2 seasons there resulted in only a Copa del Rey title in 2020-21, leaving him disappointed in La Liga and the UEFA Champions League. Griezmann reflected on the unfulfilled chapter with candor, acknowledging that while he could not secure a La Liga title or a Champions League at Atletico, the club's affection was invaluable. He emphasized, "This affection is worth more to me. I will carry it with me for the rest of my life." He also extended thanks to the families for raising their children in Madrid. Statistically, the contrast between his 2 stints is stark. At Barcelona, Griezmann registered 35 goals and 17 assists in 102 appearances. In contrast, his legacy at Atletico includes 500 appearances and 212 goals, making him the club's all-time leading scorer, with his contribution against Girona marking a milestone of 100 assists. As he concludes his playing career at age 35, Griezmann will transition to Major League Soccer, MLS, to join Orlando City. He is set to face Messi again in a potential Florida derby against Inter Miami. However, his commitment to Atletico remains firm. Speaking in the press room, Griezmann promised a return. "When I finish in Orlando, I'm going to return here, to Madrid, to the club, and to win trophies from another side of the game. Hopefully, someone better than me comes in and gives us the Champions League." He remains committed to the club, looking toward future success. Antoine Griezmann delivered a heartfelt apology to Atletico Madrid supporters during his final home game, addressing his controversial departure to Barcelona in 2019. Speaking to the faithful following Atletico's 1-0 victory over Girona, the French forward admitted he made a mistake by leaving the Spanish capital, emphasizing the deep affection he held for the club. Griezmann stated, "I apologize again for joining Barcelona. I didn't realize how much love I had here. I was very young, and I made a mistake. I came back to my senses, and we did everything we could to enjoy life here again." Despite achieving the status of the club's all-time leading goalscorer, Griezmann acknowledged the absence of major silverware, such as a La Liga title or Champions League trophy. However, he asserted that the emotional connection forged with Atletico outweighed any missed trophies, declaring, "I haven't been able to bring home a La Liga title or a Champions League trophy, but this love is worth more. I'll carry it with me for the rest of my life." The ceremony marked Griezmann's 500th appearance for the club, culminating in an assist for Ademola Lookman's winning goal. He credited coach Diego Simon for his development, thanking the Argentine manager for fostering his growth into an elite player. Griezmann is set to conclude his tenure in Spain, joining MLS side Orlando City on a free transfer this summer. He leaves behind a legacy marked by 212 goals and a rebuilt relationship with the fanbase, cementing his status as an undisputed club legend. He is expected to feature in Atletico's final season match before embarking on his new adventure in the United States. Antoine Griezmann concluded his tenure with Atletico Madrid on Sunday, drawing an emotional response from the Metropolitano faithful during a farewell tribute following a La Liga victory over Girona. The French international, an all-time top scorer for the club, addressed the home fans, offering a heartfelt apology regarding his previous spell at Barcelona. During his speech, Griezmann acknowledged the immense love he received from the Atletico supporters. He admitted to making a mistake during his time with Barcelona, stating, "I didn't realize how much love I had here. I was very young and I made a mistake. I came back to my senses and we did everything we could to enjoy life here again." He was honored by the Atletico manager, accompanied by legends such as Diogo Godin and Fernando Torres at the post-match ceremony. Griezmann reflected on his career at the club, noting that while he has not secured a La Liga title or a Champions League trophy, the support he received was invaluable. He emphasized that the affection from the fans was more significant than trophies. Griezmann's career trajectory at Atletico began in 2014 after his initial move from Real Sociedad. He briefly moved to Barcelona before returning to Madrid, where he later won the Copa del Rey in the 2020-21 season. Across all competitions for Atletico, Griezmann has amassed 500 appearances, scoring 212 goals and providing 100 assists, securing 3 titles, including the Spanish Super Cup and the UEFA Europa League in 2018. Looking ahead, Griezmann has finalized his next move. Following the expiration of his Atletico Madrid contract this summer, he will join MLS club Orlando City on a 2-year deal. Girona FC suffered a narrow 1-0 defeat against Atletico de Madrid, leaving the team with a sense of disappointment despite their strong performances. The match at the Metropolitano was characterized by intense competition, with both sides displaying significant personality and creating numerous scoring opportunities, including a formidable performance from Atletico's goalkeeper, Jan Oblak. The decisive moment arrived in the 20th minute when Antoine Griezmann delivered a cross that Ademola Lookman converted, securing the only goal for Atletico. This goal came despite Girona having started the game stronger and creating threats from players like Joel Roca and Brian Gill. For much of the first half, Girona established the rhythm, employing a high press, purposeful ball circulation, and utilizing Ounahi for creativity to disrupt the Madrid defense. However, efficiency proved to be the deciding factor. Following the break, Atletico tightened their defense to preserve their lead. Girona responded by increasing their attacking intensity, with efforts from Tsigankov, Ounahi, and the introduction of Stuani fueling their hopes. Nevertheless, Oblak proved to be an almost impenetrable wall, making a decisive performance between the posts. Girona returns home without points, but with strong arguments to maintain belief. All focus now shifts to the final matchday, as the team faces Elche at Montilivi next Saturday at 9:00 p.m. for a crucial result.